What goes on, guys? We're back here again with yet another review, and today we're going to be taking a look at two figures I didn't know if I was going to be reviewing or not. We're going to be taking a look at the brand new McFarlane Toys Platinum Edition Batman figures in the shape of Bullseye Batman and Hugo Strange Batman. So, these were some of the things that, like, when I talked to my wife about it, when I'm like, if I see them, I'll get them. And I did see them. So, love the artwork for both of them. So different. Like, this is like hyper real, and this is more like Golden Age. And I like both, but this is awesome artwork. I actually really like Hugo Strange as a character. And I have plans for this, so we'll talk about that as it goes along. But I really like, seeing these characters. So there's the barcode for these, very standard packaging. This is going to be a pretty quick review because it's really just new paint for both of these, along with the new head sculpt and accessory. But yeah, I think it'll be kind of fun. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into these guys. So getting these Batmen out of the packaging, I gotta say, they're pretty cool. I mean, again, it was one of those things of like, if I see them, I'll get them, but I'm not going to go crazy looking for them. And I just happened to walk into a GameStop, and they were both just on the pegs. And I was kind of having a rough day in terms of finding stuff. So I think a little bit of like desperation hit as well, of like, oh, these are cool. I'm not finding anything else I'm looking for. I think I'm going to buy them. And that's kind of how we ended up here. So there's definitely one that I like more, but they're both okay figures. Straight up front, I will be skipping the articulation on these guys, as we've seen these body molds quite a few times. One I really like, one I don't really like, and we're going to talk about that. So let's talk about the one I don't like as much, so we can get into the good stuff. And as you probably could have guessed, I'm not a huge fan of this Hugo Strange Batman. There is a reason I bought this, and we'll talk about that. But taking a look, it's that like original Batman buck. I forget what the first Batman they used it for is, but I didn't like it then, and I don't like it now. It's way too big, way too weird. It's incredibly tall. I don't like the proportions. And the articulation, like, kind of feels like they improved it a little bit, but like not a lot. These legs are loose as hell. I hate these ankles. I'm just not a big fan of it. They did add a wired cape to this. So I really like that McFarlane's doing wired capes, not only because like I want these characters to have wired capes, but it gives a really good affordable option for customizing things. You know, instead of having to buy $20 for just a cape, you can get $22 and get like a whole other figure with it. And, you know, this is going right in the fodder bin, and we'll talk about that. But the blues look nice. I think these weird hands work for Hugo Strange. Never thought they worked for Batman. Maybe all along they were saving them for Hugo. But the cape is good. You know, it's very metallic-y. It's like that taffeta, kind of stuff. But look at that head sculpt. That's where we make our money. I like this a lot. But these sons of bitches put it on this stupid neck peg. I really wanted this to just be a head on a regular neck because I want to customize this and put this head on a different, like, McFarlane suited body. I think I'm going to buy that 3-pack with the red Nightwing and use the Court of Owls Talon, the dude in the suit, and throw it on that body. That's what I'm thinking. So that'll be a future video when that comes out, if I decide to do that. But I just wanted a Hugo Strange head in my arsenal because he's a really good Batman villain, and it was worth the $20 to get that, and, it's nice to have fodder, so I'm okay with that. I hate that it's on the neck joint, because it's like an extra step I gotta do, but whatever. So, taking a look at what he comes with, he's gonna come with his card with the nice Hugo Strange artwork and the stand. Don't really care about either one of these. Get a nice little read-up for Hugo Strange there. You do get the same gloved hands that we've seen before that don't match these ones, which just drives me insane. We don't get a full fist, nothing, whatever. But we do get a new accessory of a mask for Bruce Wayne for him to be taking off of his head. So I think it works good with this hand. You just got to get it at like the exact right angle and pop that hand off and kind of pose it to where it looks like he's taking it off. It's not like the most convincing effect, because you got to get it at like a weird angle, but like that doesn't look too bad. You know, if that's what you want to have him doing, that doesn't look too bad. Definitely not what I'm going to do. This is just going to go with random accessories. Makes me want a Professor Pig. I'm hoping that we get that. I saw that tease with the Robin figure. But yeah, again, I'm going to skip the articulation. It's the same it was when it came out a couple years ago. Not very good then. Not very good now. Now, what is a little bit better is this figure, because I like this body mold a lot more. Now, this does have one glaring issue, but overall, this is a lot better of a figure than the Hugo Strange Batman. First of all, we get a huge white cape with this guy with the bullseye on the back of it. That is awesome. I really like that the cape, you know, there's a lot of cape there. Again, some people like this material, some don't. It does not bother me when I'm paying this much for it. You know, if this was like the cape we're getting with like a $100 figure, then yeah, I'd have a problem with it. But $20 to get a cape with a painted logo on it, that's pretty awesome. Other than that, there is barely any paint on this. Only paint we get is the bullseye on the chest and the face. And I do like the face. Same sculpt we've seen before with this mold, priorly. But, you know, I like it. I like that black like mask cowl thing. The pants are molded in black, and then of course we get the logo of the bullseye on the chest. And I hate this because it's really all but useless to use this. Like, going sideways isn't as bad. Like, if you wanted to get them in like something like that, that's not bad. But like going back, forget about it. I don't understand why companies don't like. I don't know why they just didn't paint it to be on his chest. Like, I get that that's not, like, completely accurate, but if you look at, like, the card, like, I see that it goes all the way to the belt, but I don't think people would have been upset. Like, you're already inaccurate because you don't have the same belt, all right? So I don't think we're, like, super concerned about accuracy here. But it does kind of make me want, like, the Rainbow Batman assortment. I don't know why I would want that, but I'm a Batman... bad word, but I was going to say something I probably shouldn't say on here. But again, we're not going to go over the articulation. This body is leagues better than the previous one, and seeing them together, this to me is like Marvel Legends still using the Bucky Cat mold. Like, why are we doing that? But yeah, this looks great. I really like, well, it doesn't look great. It looks great when you're not moving it. And it's totally worth the $22 that I paid for it. I'm not upset about that at all. In terms of accessories, as you just saw, you do get the stand and the card. There's your little read-up on that. I actually read that myself because I don't really know much about the Bullseye Batman. He comes on in the package with these two gripping hands on. I put the fisted hands on, and these gripping hands can be used to use the white Batarang that he comes with. I would like an actual Batarang holding hand. I don't really like these, but it works. So, not bad for $22. It's okay. Here they are next to the NECA Toys King Kong, along with the Jazzwares Fortnite series Peely. Here they are next to the McFarlane Toys Dark Knight Returns Batman, along with the Hasbro Marvel Legends X-Men series Darwin. And then finally, you know what? You know who they're with. So some of you might be out there wondering, yo, Ant, what are your final thoughts on these figures? And I gotta say, they're okay. I think they work as platinums. This is the kind of stuff that works as platinums. Things that not everyone's gonna want, and when you find it, it's a fun thing. Like, it's not like I still don't have Blackfire in my collection, and that bothers me because I don't want to pay like $50-$60 for that figure. I would like a new Wonder Woman as well, but, you know, and she wasn't even a platinum. But these are really cool. And it really wasn't too hard to find these. You know, again, I wasn't even really like looking for them, but I found them. So at a price point of $22 a piece, you know, getting what you get in the package, I gotta give them, you know, they're pretty solid. I'm gonna give Hugo a 6, just because like he does have nice, maybe a 6.5, because he has nice upgrades with the new cloth goods cape. The Hugo Strange head sculpt is freaking perfect, aside from the fact that it's on the neck joint. And the mask, I guess, is really nice, but I hate that body buck. It's a disgrace we're still using that. As far as the Bullseye Batman goes, I'll give him a 7.5, because, you know, again, I wasn't even really looking for them, but I found them. So at a price point of $22 a piece, you know, getting what you get in the package, I gotta give them, you know, they're pretty solid. I'm gonna give Hugo a 6, just because like he does have nice, maybe a 6.5, because he has nice upgrades with the new cloth goods cape. The Hugo Strange head sculpt is freaking perfect, aside from the fact that it's on the neck joint. And the mask, I guess, is really nice, but I hate that body buck. It's a disgrace we're still using that. As far as the Bullseye Batman goes, I'll give him a 7.5, because, It's what it needs to be, but I really wish they did something different with the chest because it makes the torso articulation all but useless. So with that being said, I believe that's all I got for today. If you have not already, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Also be sure to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Letterboxd. I post a lot on all those apps, and I have a great time, so I'm sure you will too. But as always, let me know. You copy? See you guys next one. Peace.
What goes on, guys? I wanted to hop on here again and thank you all for watching, and to let you know that if the following apps interest you, feel free to follow me on them as I put the links in the description for you guys. I really appreciate everything you all do for me, so DM me with any questions or thoughts. I'd love to sit and talk with you all. Again, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.